We're keeping it easy and breezy here today, everyone. We're just going to be going through what is all on my Kindle here. My Kindle Unlimited TBR, why don't you? Because here's the thing, I do have like unread purchased ebooks on here. I can do a separate video on that, but for this one, we're just gonna focus on everything that I have checked out from KU on my Kindle. Jess and Tori both did this video within the past like week or so, and I watched both theirs and loved both of theirs and just seeing like what they dug up that was on their Kindle. I don't think they keep theirs as like backed up as mine is, because here's the thing, if it's not in the top like 6 books on my Kindle, I forget that it exists on my device at all. So who knows what we might uncover on here as we scroll down. You can check out a maximum of 20 books if you have Kindle Unlimited. I don't even know if I'm at that. I never really hit that 20 limit ever because I just don't ever check out that much stuff at one time at least. And like I said, literally unless it's within that like top 6 on my screen, I kind of forgot that it's even on there. So let's go ahead and look through what is on my Kindle, aka what are, I guess, my top priority reads on my Kindle TBR here. Also, if you do not have Kindle Unlimited and you are an indie romance reader, I don't know about like other genres really as much, but an indie romance reader, you gotta get Kindle Unlimited. It's the best deal ever. I also gift it to myself so I get it cheaper. First up, I have Deadly Gossip by Brittany and Nicole. I'm actually currently reading this one. I'm at 43% in it. So this one is the Smut Club pick for this month that Cheyenne and I run every month, and this one is like a romantic thriller. Okay, I'm 43% into it so far, and I don't know, it's like, it's fine. I don't care about the romance whatsoever between these two. It felt very insta-lovey. The thing that I'm more intrigued by is the like plot element to it, and it's like this Hollywood couple that's getting a divorce, and then the guy falls in love with his lawyer, and that's like our hero and heroine. But then the heroine has like a roommate that she's been in love with for a while who like kind of sucks, whatever. I don't know. It's fine. I'm not like loving it. Whatever. But that's the first thing that I have checked out from Kindle Unlimited. Next, one that I downloaded just a few days ago, Pirate's Witch by Jessamine Rue. So this one, I'm pretty sure I saw a TikTok about this one, and it's a pirate why choose romance, and it's like dark, and I guess it was like, was it Pirates of the Caribbean and something else, and like maybe Treasure Island like combined into one supposedly. I don't know, it sounds really good, and I just love pirating kind of stuff, so I would love to see how this turns out. Like I loved Sea of Ruin so much, and I would like another pirate romance in my life. So fingers crossed that this one does the trick. Next up, I have The Serpent and the Wings of Night by, okay, what is it Clarissa? Broadbent? Clarissa? I don't know. I can't tell because the little like check mark is kind of like covering her name. But anyways, I have that checked out from Kindle Unlimited. So this is a fantasy romance. A lot of people have really been liking this one lately. I have not read a fantasy romance in a hot freaking minute. So I downloaded it in hopes that I would get around to it soon. We shall see. But I am really excited to read it. I don't even know what it's about. I don't even know what it's about, but it looked good, and I know a lot of people have been loving it, so yeah, that's that one. Then I also have Was I Ever Here by Naomi Loud. So this one is the Out of Bounds book club pick that Nikki and I host every month, and this one is like very vague. It sounds like our hero potentially died, and then he came back, and he's been looking for revenge for like the past 5 years, and then when he finally finds the person he wants to get revenge on, he also finds the woman, or like the one that his soul has been also searching for these past 5 years, as he's like murdering the guy. And then he locks eyes with the heroine, and then like once he sees her, he's like, I'm not gonna let her go. I don't really know. It's a very vague description, but it sounds fun and like interesting. So we'll see. I will be reading that one next. Deadly Gossip is what I'm reading right now because that live show's first, but then I will read Was I Ever Here next. Okay, next up I have That Sick Love by Jessie Hall. So this is a dark cult romance. It's a new release. I'm pretty sure, is it a standalone? I hope so. I need more standalones in this lifetime. But I downloaded this one because, so I think, was it Cheyenne who had said that she had heard that the hero was like Zayd Meadows. So she was like, this is going to be more incentive for you to read it, because she was already telling me that I need to read it, but I'm really bad about reading things when people tell me to read things. So I think she was like, here, someone said it was like Zayd Meadows from Haunting Adeline, because I absolutely love that duet. Love Zayd. So I have this checked out. Actually, I think I'm going to be pausing on reading it for the moment, but we'll revisit next month. Okay, then I have Snow by Sophie Lark. So this is the second book in, is it like the Boston series or something? I don't know. It's one of her mafia universes. But I need to read this one so then I can jump into Kingmakers. So like that reading order is like Brutal Birthright, and then Ivan and Snow, and then Kingmakers. So I already read Ivan last month and I downloaded Snow immediately, but I just need a little bit of a break, a little bit of a mafia break, but I do have that on here and I hopefully will get to it soon. Next, I have Revved by Samantha Towel. So a while back when I was back on my Fast and Furious bullshit, which like I always am, I love those movies so much. And Dom and Letty are like my favorite movie couple ever. Like I just love them. And I remember asking in my stories, I was like, does anyone have any books that give Dom and Letty type energy? And I got like no responses because I don't think that that's like a very, I don't think that the like crossover of like Fast and Furious fans and like indie romance readers is like a vast group of people, or like people that really care about those movies like I do. And Savage Lover by Sophie Lark definitely gives me Dom and Letty energy. And I was like, I just need that. And so someone had recommended Revved by Samantha Towel, and I was like, done, downloading. But for some reason, I think maybe I had like a book club book or like a vlog that I had to be reading at that point. So then by the time that I was able to like, that I was freed up to get to this one, I was like kind of past my mood. So I'm saving it though. And I'm obviously, I don't return shit on my Kindle, but I have been keeping it on my Kindle specifically because the 10th Fast and Furious movie is going to be coming out in May. So I know I'm going to be back in that mood very, very shortly. Next, I have The Choice by Ashley Jade. So I checked this out when this first like released because I'm really excited about it and I love the words. I'm excited to get this story. However, The Consequence was supposed to release, so it's a duet, and The Consequence book 2 was supposed to release like really shortly after this one, like a week or two after. And then since Ashley Jade has like delayed that release, which like take your time, like I'm not here to pressure you. All I'm saying is that then I'm going to wait to read this first book until the second book is out and available. Because here's the thing, am I going to read them back to back? Probably not. But I want that option to be there for me to choose not to read the second book and not have that be chosen for me. So I'm waiting to read The Choice. I will read it at some point. I'm very excited to read it. Some of my friends have really loved it. But for now, it'll just sit here on my Kindle until The Consequence is out. I'm getting down into the weeds here. Okay, I have The Touch of a Villain by Holly Renee. So this one I downloaded back for our Twisted and Taboo readathon that some of my friends hosted last year. I don't even remember what time, like I think it was over the summer that we did that, and I downloaded this one. This was my bully pick for it, and this was like one of the, oh no, because I didn't get to the Brit too. I have the Brit here too, but that's not on KU. But like I said, I can do one for all of my purchased books that I haven't read yet, because that's also a big list. But The Touch of a Villain, I never got to. That was my bully pick, but I'm pretty sure it's college bully because I am kind of over high school books at this point in time. Unless if Penelope Douglas is going to write it, or like one of my favorite authors. Otherwise, I'm kind of like, eh. So Touch of a Villain, I don't really know anything else about this, but I have it checked out. Oh my gosh, I have Tide by Carrie and Cole checked out. So I actually have 1%. I don't think I actually started this book. I think I opened it to see how long it was. So it shows 1%. I definitely have not read any in this yet, but I have this book checked out. So I read Torn like back in 2020 and I did not like that book whatsoever. So I never picked up Tide, even though it's a companion book, like it doesn't follow the same couple. I just was not motivated to pick it up. However, in Atlanta last year when I was there with some booktubers, I remember Sam talking about it and how much she loved this book. And like, I know it's like a very popular book. And I was like, fine. And she like kind of sold me on it. So then I came home and I downloaded it. And now here it sits like 3 or 4 clicks down in the arrow of my Kindle. So at some point, I do really want to read this one. This is like, I think I put this on my 22 books to read in 2023. Like this is a high priority read for me. I definitely do want to get to it this year. I just haven't got to it yet. Next, I also have Ivy by Willa Nash. So this one is one that I know Tori really loved. So that's why I had picked it up. So it's like a Gossip Girl, like Pretty Little Liars-esque, like I think, so it's in college and it follows 3 couples, I think, or like 3 POVs, and it's like following this like preppy friend group, I think, and there's like maybe some like mystery elements to it and like some romance. I don't know. I remember hearing Tori talk about it and it sounded really good, and I downloaded it, and then I downloaded it last year, and that was when I was like so over, and like I'm still over it, but not as much, but I was so over all of these 500, 600, 700 page books that are coming out, and this one is, I think, I'm not gonna open it right now because it says new, and I like haven't seen the new rather than the 1% on Tide, but I'm pretty sure this one is like 500 or 600 pages, and I'm like, I just don't want that right now. So I didn't want that back then. I still want to read it, but that was why I never picked it up. So on here, it still sits. Next, I have Lotus by Jennifer Herman. Actually, I think is this one off of KU now. So if you do check out any books that are on KU or that are on KU at the time, but then they get taken off, you still get them on your Kindle, even if they're taken off of the library, as long as you have them downloaded. But then obviously once you return them, they're gone forever. So I don't know if Lotus is off of KU yet, but I remember seeing an announcement about that and thinking like, oh, I need to go download it. I was one step ahead of myself. I think this one, the hero was kidnapped when he was younger, and he was maybe held hostage like captive for a while. And then I don't really remember what ends up happening. I don't know. I should stop acting like I even know what these books are about when I've never read them. I don't know. But I really like Still Beating, and this was the other one that came in the Mystic box for the Jennifer Hartman box. It was Lotus, and I really like that cover. And I am looking forward to reading it at some point, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Yeah, Mom hasn't. Yeah, I know. Now just an entire page of purchased ebooks that I haven't read. Actually, I've read one of these. Oh no, I've read 2. Oh my God. Oh, I have Croned by Sarah Bailey checked out. So this one is, I think it's the 3rd book in her 4 Horsemen series. So here's the thing with this series. I've complained about it a lot, but yet I downloaded the 3rd book because it's hot. It is so insane. So it's a why choose, and it follows the heroine who her family arranges for her to get a job as an assistant for these 4 wealthy businessmen. And she ends up getting in there, and she's supposed to like infiltrate them and take them down. Well, all 4 of them hire her, fully knowing who they are. She is their old childhood best friend. They're 4 now, but they used to be a 5. And their 5th had an accident, and then her parents took her away, and she had memory loss, and now she's back, and they're like determined to like make her remember and like make her pay for leaving them, and also like protect her from her family and like having them trying to use her as a pawn. It's so annoying because here's the thing, like nothing, like plot-wise, like no secrets, like nothing. By the end of the 2nd book, you still don't even know what like happened, and I'm like, okay, y'all, I need to get somewhere with this plot. But here's the thing, it's very hot. That's all I can say about it. I'm in this series for the spice. And actually, I should bump that up. It's literally like, I don't know if you can tell how far my arrow's down. It's very far down here. Good one. Oh, I have Guild by Raven Kennedy checked out. So this one is another fantasy romance. So actually, I think now there may be like 4 books out in this series. And another fantasy one, and I'm pretty sure she's a captive in the beginning, but I'm not quite sure how like anything else plays out. But I'm pretty sure I've seen like character art and she's like all gold, right? I don't know. So I have that one checked out. I have Enamored by Gianna Darling checked out. Who the hell knows how long this has been sitting on my Kindle, because this has been on so many TBRs of mine. Because I read Enslaved now 2 years ago, and it's a duet, Enslaved and Enamored, or no, yes. Oh, Enthralled and Enamored, and it's the Enslaved duet. And I have been wanting to read Enamored for so long. But once again, I'm pretty sure this book is like 600 pages, and Gianna Darling's writing for me is slow for me to read because it's very flowery, it's very poetic, it's very wordy. So her books are not quick books to read. So I have put off picking this one up. Also, it's really dark. It's like a pretty dark series. So I just have to be like in the right mood for that. So yeah, I have that checked out as well. That's gonna be a while for me to get to that one. Past Enamored, more ebooks, more ebooks to read. Oh my God, I have Riot House by Callie Hart on here. Okay, I've been wanting to read this one for a long time, and mostly, so she was a Mystic box a while back, and what even were the books that were in that one? It wasn't this series, because I remember when they announced that, I'm like, oh, Riot House, I know, like, I have been wanting to read that for a while, clearly, but this one, what even is this book? I couldn't tell you. Did I look it up for you? Yeah. But sorry, I'm not going to. You have Goodreads, you can do that. I'm pretty sure it's Bully. Is it college? Bully? So sorry. Let's keep on scrolling. We're almost down to the end here. I have Rush by Candy Steiner on here. Okay, first of all, I don't like these covers. I don't like these covers at all. Okay, so what I got 11% into this one, because here's the thing, I did not like this. I did not like this. It's her, does it say on the cover? It doesn't say. I don't know what series this is a part of, but it's like some university series. It's like some college series. And I remember, so it's almost supposed to be told in like TV show style format. I literally never DNF books, but I obviously never went back and finished this one, and I didn't like it. I don't even think I marked it as DNF on, I don't even know if I ever marked it as I was reading on Goodreads, because I think I started it and was like, this is not for me. And I'm pretty sure there's like, what, 6 books with it? I don't know. It's like, I did not like it. And that's actually why I didn't pick up another Candy Steiner book for a really long time. I picked up Love Letter to Whiskey last year and then loved it. And like Fair Catch was really good. And I have more of her books I want to read now. But this one turned me off of her books for a while because I really didn't like it. I was like, I didn't connect with I mostly remember I didn't connect with the way that the story was being told. So yeah, okay, and then that was on the last screen, and that was the end of my Kindle. So I have some cleaning out to do on there because some of those can be returned, but I just like literally never scroll through my Kindle. Once like something's past that initial page, I don't know, you could be sitting there for a while. So anyways, if you guys want to see a video of all of my purchased ebooks that I haven't read on there, and also I do have quite a bit of fanfics on there, if y'all are interested in that video, I can make that as well, of like all of my unread, I guess like just my Kindle TBR basically. But anyways, that was it for today's video. It was pretty short, and that's honestly what I needed today. I needed a short one to film. I was not feeling the filming vibe today, but I left it up to the last second, so that's on me. Anyways, that's it for today, and I will see you when I see ya.